Hey team, so I just wanted to take some time to make a little bit of a training video for you guys about basically when you're getting started, how to kind of organize things and get things running in a really smooth, systematic way. I know for myself, when I started coaching, I'm very type A, and I really wanted a system. I wanted to know, okay, what are these elite coaches doing? What are the coaches that are really successful doing? Do they have a checklist that they use every day, that they go through these certain steps and they do these certain things? When you're getting a new coach, what do you do? How much training do you give them? I don't want to overwhelm them, so where do I start? And I think a huge key to success with Beachbody is to have a system. And it needs to be a system that you can replicate. It needs to be a system that your downline can continue to hand down. And thankfully, we have a really awesome upline. Lauren Knight and her husband Kevin already came up with a really, really good system for how to basically start your coaches off on the right foot. So the very first thing that I want you guys to be able to check out is the Build Enrolled Sponsor document. So I posted that on our Team Recovery page. So if you haven't already checked that out, please go ahead and pull that up. I'm going to do a screen share. I'm going to attempt to do a screen share and see if I can pull it up for you so that we can go over that just real fast. So hang out with me for just a second. Yeah, just 1 second, sorry. See if I can get it pulled up. Here we go. All right, so this is the Build Enroll Sponsor document. This is your go-to as well as a tool for you to use with your coaches that you personally sponsor. So let's just take a look at this. The very first thing I want you to notice is that everything that is actually underlined in the file, not here, but in the file, anything that's underlined, you can go ahead and click that, and that is going to take you to the Beachbody business document that is going to have an actual document from Beachbody that's got all of this information in it already. There's some videos to share about our team, our company, Shakeology. There are contact information to gather everything. There are 5-step invite scripts. There's common objections. There's all this really great stuff so that you can get started. So what I would suggest is that when you have a new coach, you get them all signed up and you tell them to check out their 7-day quick start guide, which they can do easily, get familiar with their back office and stuff like that, and do a follow-up with them in maybe, I don't know, 2-3 days. You don't want to leave them hanging for too long. You don't want them to lose their excitement. So make sure you follow up fairly quickly, but give them a little bit of time to soak in all of the new information, just what's in the quick start guide, because there's a lot there. And then you're going to follow up and you're going to give them this document. And these are the 3 building blocks of building your team. So first, you want to build relationships. That's the first thing. You want to build relationships with people. You want them to know that you care about them and you want to help them achieve their goals. So you're going to help kind of use this build section to do that. You make your list of all of your potential clients, prospects, whether coaching or customers. And then kind of work on building your social media, work on maybe your Instagram and your Facebook or whatever you're going to use. And make sure you have everyone's contact information. If you're out and about and you run into someone, grab their phone number, grab their Facebook information. And then you just want to start inviting people. You share your videos, you share your stories, share your pictures, and just invite people to join you in what you're doing. And then there is a common objections link here that's going to help you if there's like, yeah, but it's too much money, or yeah, but it's a pyramid scheme, whatever. This document has a lot of the common objections and how you can answer and deal with that. And then the next step is you're going to start enrolling coaches. So, you've got a prospect, you've talked to them, you've built a relationship with them, you found out what their, why is, why they would be interested, why they would want to coach. And there is a document that explains exactly how to enroll them. There's another one that explains your preferred placement, which I've talked about in previous videos, where you want to place your coaches. And then all the welcome information, your 7-day quick start. There's recognition templates that have little pictures, so if you want to create a little collage of your new coach to welcome them to Team Impact and Team Recovery, you can do that. And the Getting Started Right, it is a format to make sure that you get your coaches started in the right direction. So getting started right is something that I would like to do another training video on, and I really want to talk to all you guys about, because if we do getting started right the correct way, then you are going to be able to get your coaches started off in a really positive direction. So in order to do getting started right, I would really like you guys, when you enroll new coaches, to set up an appointment with me and with your new coach, and we'll do a 3-way call or a conference video. And we will all get together and go over their Getting Started Right document, answer any of their questions, and just make sure that they're really settled and really feeling a part of the team and really feeling like they know what they're doing, even if you can't give them every single bit of information all at once. As you guys know, I'm still growing as a coach. I'm still learning, and I do not know everything. There are still things that I feel left out of the loop on, because there's just so much information to learn, and it takes a long time to kind of get a feel for how this all works. And so we just want to make sure that coaches don't get overwhelmed, they don't get too confused or feel lost and forgotten. So make sure that you are always, following up with your coaches, making sure that they are on the right track and not feeling overwhelmed, not feeling left out, and that you can answer any questions. If you can't, call me. And then sponsor. So you're enrolling your new coach, and you get them set up with Impact Academy, which we're actually working on a self-study version of Impact Academy, which will be really helpful, because right now we have to kind of wait to enroll our new coaches into Impact Academy until there is like a new Impact Academy going on. They're only every other month or so. So the self-study program is going to be really helpful, because you can get them all the information right away and let them do it on their own time. And you can check in with them on a maybe daily basis and say, hey, did you do your Impact self-study today? Also, there's a link that explains the 3 vital behaviors, which if any coach wants to know, hey, what do I do to be successful here? All you need to tell them are, take a look at the 3 vital behaviors. If you're doing this, you will succeed. It might not be overnight. I was just talking to one of my coaches last night and explaining that, some coaches, whether it be because they're just blessed, whether it be their personality, whether it be they are more business savvy, whatever the situation is for them, some coaches take off very quickly. But that doesn't mean that if you don't, you're doing something wrong. Lots of the elite coaches took 2-3 years to get where they are now and to build their business. And you have to remember, if you were just opening a business on a storefront, if you were opening your own gym, or you were opening your own catering business, or whatever you are interested in, you open your own business, it would take a very long time to get that business established, to become successful, to be making money, and to pay off your debt in order to open up that business. So don't get discouraged if right away you're not having the success that the elite coaches are, because they've been putting a lot of work and a lot of time into building the business. Thankfully, with this business, you tend to start making money fairly quickly, and that's a very, very positive thing. There's really not another business that you can think of where you can get into business and just start making money like that. But you can with Beachbody. But just make sure to encourage your coaches. And I have to remember my coaches. I have to remind myself, this is not going to be an overnight thing. You're going to have patience. You have to stick with it. You have to have consistency, and you can't give up. And if things don't go your way in the first 3 months, that doesn't mean anything. It just means you are going to take a little bit longer to get started. And some of the elite coaches took a year to really start seeing progress with their business, so do not get discouraged. The next thing is the prospect tracker, or the business activity tracker, which is a daily activity tracker to make sure that you're kind of doing everything that you should be doing and keeping track of, okay, how many challenge packs am I selling? How many people have I invited to my group? This is something that you want to keep track of so that you can hold yourself accountable and that your upline coaches can hold you accountable for as well. So that's a really great tool if you haven't already checked out the business activity tracker. And then there's the daily mini business activity tracker, which has been created by Team Impact, and that is a very useful tool as well. So I suggest if you haven't used that already, you start using that. There's also a tool for tracking your prospects. Now, I already have kind of a method of tracking. I am not necessarily the best when it comes to, I like technology. I love, my iPad and my iPhone and all that stuff, but when it gets down to the end of the day, I really just like using pen and paper to track stuff, and I don't know why that is, but I do. I prefer having a tracker that is a pen and paper tracker. I feel like I can visualize better, and it works for me. So make sure you find a way that works for you. I can show you what my kind of client tracker list looks like and make that template available to you guys if you are interested. And then the last thing, and this is important for you as a coach and for your coaches, the weekly calls are really, really important, and I made a post this morning on Team Recovery about this. I want you guys to understand that participating in as much as you can of the team training, of the team calls, of the team events, of Super Saturdays, of Summit, of any of the training that happens to come up during the year, the more you participate in those groups and in those events and in those trainings, the stronger your business will become. Beachbody offers us all kinds of amazing training opportunities, and they don't just leave us out to dry, but you have to really be proactive and make sure that you're involving yourself in those things to be able to be successful. So I'm going to encourage you to try every week, make this a goal for your business to participate in the weekly call. That is the National Wake Up Call. It's every Monday. It varies, based on your time zone, but I post the announcement for it in our Team Recovery page, so that you should be able to look at that and find out what time it is for you. And then another thing that I would like to see you participate in is Team Impact actually has what we call our Monday mashup call. Unfortunately, I have to usually listen to the replay of it because I am in a different time zone so far away at this point. But it's every Monday night at I think 9 p.m. And I don't know what time zone that is in. But you can go ahead and check that out as well. If you would like, the archives are on the Team Impact page. If you click Files and then look for the Monday Mashup files, you can go ahead and watch some of the backlogs from the team calls. Lauren usually does them. Another top coach, Annie Reed, and some of the other higher-ranking coaches in our organization participate in those calls, and they do a lot of really helpful training. Another thing that I would really encourage you to participate in is doing your personal development. So I would like to encourage you guys to check out a book. It's called Go Pro. It's by Eric Worre, W-O-R-R-E, I believe. And this has been a really helpful book for me. It is really business-minded, and it kind of explains how MLM works, which is basically our network marketing system, which is what Beachbody is. So it helps you kind of get a feel for how all that works and kind of changing your mindset from, okay, well, I'm kind of sort of doing everything, but I'm not really fully committed, to okay, you need to be fully committed. You need to commit to going to the events. You need to commit to doing your personal development. You need to commit to inviting people every day. And once you really treat your business like a business, and not as a part-time hobby, but as a business. You are the CEO of the business. Would you expect your employees to run their part of the business, how you are, or would you want them to be being more productive and more efficient in getting better results? So I think that's really important. That book is really helpful, and I'd love to see you guys either read it or listen to it. You can get it on like Amazon or whatever. So that is also another really important tool. As far as my system, now I will try to kind of show you guys what I do. This is what works for me at this point, because my organization, my personally sponsored coaches, I don't have a huge amount of them. I think I have 5 now. And so since I'm just getting started, essentially, I've only been coaching now for 4 months, 3.5 months. It's manageable at this point for me to do this on a kind of paper-based method. I'm sure that eventually as my team grows, I'm going to have to switch over and kind of go towards the more technological side, because it'll just be too much to track and it will get crazy. But at this point, this is what I do. I have 3 different binders. I have this notebook, which is what I keep track of my coach calls, where I call you guys. I ask you guys, how are things going? We do goal setting, and also my coach calls with my upline coach. So I keep track of those in here, and just take notes. Make sure that I'm keeping track of what people's goals are, what my goals are, and any upcoming stuff that I need to be aware of. And then, secondly, I have a planner. So my planner is just a regular monthly planner, and I go in and I write anything pertaining to my business. If I need to do follow-ups, I will write that on the day that I need to do follow-ups. If I am starting a new program, or there's a new program being released, or I'm starting a new challenge group, any of that goes in here, so that when I open it up to the day where, it's Monday, June 23rd, then I open it up, I take a look, and I'm like, okay, this is what I do for today. And that's really helpful for me. I don't have to try to remember what's going on for the day. And then I think I have posted this already, but this is my daily coach to-do list. I hope you guys can kind of see it if there's a glare. I have posted it on Team Recovery, so it should be in the files. And this is just a general to-do list of the things that I try to make sure that I do every day. So if you create a to-do list for yourself or use my template, that's fine. But that's another important thing to do. And then I also have some business activity trackers that I use, but the main thing that I want to show you guys is my contact list. This is my contact list, okay? You can look at this. And it has multiple pages of my contacts. All of the people that I know, all the people that I'm friends with on Facebook, I need to update it because there are some names missing, are on here, and I just have a list of the names. And then I have a section for comments, and then I have a section for step 1 through 5 of the invite, what's it called? The invite list. So it tells you, what's it called? The master invite list or something like that. It's in the document, the Build Enrolled Sponsor document. And that gives me a way to track what step I am on with that person. Am I building with them? Am I just building a relationship with them? Have I sent them a video? Have we had a conversation? Have I answered their questions? So that gives me a way to kind of track who I'm talking to and what point of the discussion we're at. Because if you're talking to a big group of people, you're going to have trouble remembering this. And then another couple of things, just little things that I do. And I've created some of these forms myself just using Google Documents. I have a follow-up sheet where there's someone that I'm talking to online and they've expressed some interest. I just grab my pencil, I write down their name, I write down what we were talking about, I stick it back in my binder, and then I can go back and look at this and see who I talked to and what we were going to talk about. I also have a tracker to kind of keep an eye on what my organization looks like. And so this kind of just shows me, this is my goal to be diamond, so I have enough spaces for 8 coaches. And then it just kind of helps me keep track of how many coaches I still need to reach diamond, which coaches I'm really working on to help them progress to emerald, which is really important for me to reach my diamond goal. I also have a list for potential coach prospects, and I just continue to keep track of everything. I am very type A, as I've told you before. So that is kind of just how I manage my business. It does not mean that that is how you have to do yours. You just need to come up with something that is a system that is manageable, that you understand, and that you can help other people replicate, which is really why I like the Build and Roll sponsor document. It's easily duplicatable. You can pass that on, and they can pass it on, and they can pass it on, and it will be upgraded whenever there's new information provided to you. So I hope that this is kind of helpful for getting you guys started in the right direction. I know that some of my coaches are a little hesitant of kind of jumping in head first. You're not sure where to start, you're not sure where to begin. And I've got to encourage you guys. I know it can be scary, I know it can be overwhelming, but if you just trust me and you do the things that I'm telling you got to do, and you just dive in head first, you guys are going to see so much success. It is simple. I know it sounds scary, but it's simple. And if you follow the steps, if you do the steps that I've told you about, and if you start a challenge group and you use your challenge group to invite coaches, you are going to see progress in your business. It's going to start growing. And I know it sounds scary to start in sponsoring your own coaches, because you're like, I'm a new coach. If I sponsor a coach, how am I going to train them? Don't worry, because you've got me, and even though I'm a fairly new coach, I have my upline, and we have such a strong, fantastic team. You are never going to be left alone. You are never going to not know what to do. I'm sure, and I've experienced several people offering this, that our upline coaches will get on the phone with you. They will do a video conference with you and your potential coach or your new coach, and they will make sure that you guys as a team are starting off on a good foot. So don't let the fear of like being new and not knowing what to do stop you from starting to enroll coaches, because building your team is really what's going to start making you a very strong, reliable business. You can sell and sell and sell and sell, but eventually your group of people are going to have bought all of the products, right? They're going to have bought all the programs there are to buy. They're going to already be on Shakeology, and if you're not inviting new people, then your market is going to disappear. You're going to have nobody else. So while at first creating revenue through your group of friends and their family and whoever, coworkers, through selling products is a great way to start, it's not going to last for long, and I want to warn you guys about that. So really start thinking about inviting some coaches, because as soon as you get a team going under you who is committed to the business, who is excited and passionate just like you are, that team is going to start expanding. They're going to create their team, and they're going to create their team, and you're going to start getting your team cycle bonuses, and it will just progress and progress and progress. And that is what you want to see. I know you do. I know you guys are so excited about this business, and as you can tell, I love it. I'm so passionate about coaching. So please, if you have any questions, do not hesitate. Post them on Team Recovery. I tend to be the only person posting. Seriously, post on Team Recovery. You can always ask Team Impact as well. Team Impact is our team. We are not separate from Team Impact. Team Recovery just happens to be my personally sponsored coaches with kind of more my mission. But we all have the same mission, to impact lives and change lives, and that's why Beachbody is so cool. So Team Impact is your team. So feel free to reach out to anyone in Team Impact if you have questions or you can't get a hold of me. Alan is one of the best people to get in touch with, though. And you guys should be added to the Coach Connection page so that you can connect with him. Okay, I think that's it, guys. Really seriously, though, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I will get on the phone with you anytime. I will Skype you or hang out with you anytime to go over any of this with you. I want to build my business. Next year at Summit, I want to be a Star Diamond coach. I'm going to be on stage. I'm going to have built a business where I am making successful income, and I am impacting people, and my coaches are strong, and I have such a vision for this next year. So get on board with me. I can't wait to see where our team goes. I'm so excited for us, and I know that it can be overwhelming and scary. So please, I want you to know I am all yours. So if you have any questions, ask me. All right, guys, I will talk to you later, and I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Jump into your business, get moving, impact people, and just love and enjoy what you're doing, because it doesn't get any better than this. All right, bye, guys.